everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am here with my weekly WIP and Chat. And if you're new, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and Chat just means we are going to hang out and chat today. And I have a special guest by popular request. So, you want to say hi, Mom?
Hi, everyone. My name's Debbie. I'm glad to be here tonight. I listen every week and read your comments.
She's so sweet. So yes, I was doing a lot of tag questions these past few weeks, and I know I told you guys about how my mom was coming to visit, and I was excited to get to spend some time with her in person, and asked you guys, like, since she's kind of a newer diamond painter, if you'd be interested in hearing what her answers to some of these tag questions would be, just as someone that's been diamond painting for, I don't know, a few
Since
months. February. Okay.
It's almost 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, just to hear that kind of perspective, and also, I mean, she's my mom, so it's fun to get to spend a little time with her here too. So we're both going to be working on our diamond paintings. I am working on I'm going to be starting on the kit that I kitted up with you guys last week, which is Monica Necco by Jeremiah Kettner. It's one of the kind of snack size diamond paintings from the Diamond Art Club Amazon storefront. I kitted it up last week, but then I was spending a lot of time working on my cross-stitch conversion project. But I didn't want to try to bust out that whole cross-stitch conversion project. I'd be trying to work on it while also getting to chat with, my mom and you guys. So anyway, we're going to start on this one, which is adorable. I'm just kind of doing my washi tape border for it. But feel free to pull out a diamond painting to work alongside of us, or if you haven't been listening the past few weeks and you're just catching these tag questions for the first time, feel free to join in and answer any that you like in the comments below, or if you're entertained by any of our answers, let us know. So, Mom, there's several questions on here, and I don't know if any of these you necessarily have opinions about yet, and that's okay if you're just like, I don't know, but and it's okay if we don't get through all of them, but we'll just chat and see. Okay. What are you working on? I talked about my painting. What are you working on?
I am working on
a street
car painting. It's a Make Market kit from Michael's that I picked up while I was out here, and I'm currently working on it upside down because I'm working at the top of the print now. I've got the bottom half done. So this is just a little kit I picked up to work on while I was out here.
Are you liking it?
I'm liking it. It's colorful. It's very colorful, which is what attracted me. So
yeah, it's the symbols have been less than fun though.
Some of the symbols have been very similar, and I've had a little bit of problem with that. Yeah. Like a red O and a red C, very close together, and lots of what do you call it? Diagonal lines. So I've got lots of every
confetti.
Other. Yes, lots of confetti.
Yeah. Well, one drill at a time.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, she went with me to Michael's when I got all those Make Market Halloween diamond paintings. We went 2 times over the course of 3 days because they hadn't put any of them out yet when we went there the first time, and I was like, well, I guess we're just gonna have to come back. And so a couple of days later we went back, and thankfully they had them out. But yeah, so Make Market's a good company, but yeah, their red symbols are my least favorite. Okay, so the first question, which by the way, these tag questions are the same ones, like I said, I did on the past few weeks. Michaela is the one who originally came up with this list of tag questions, and I'll have her video linked below if you want to go and take a look and answer any of them for yourself. If you have a platform like YouTube or even Instagram or whatever, TikTok, and want to answer any of these, you totally can. So, okay, the first question is, how many diamond paintings have you completed?
I currently have 2 going, one at home, which is in Ohio, and one here. So these are number 10 and 11 for me.
In 6 months, that's good. Kind of right.
I'm really liking it a lot. I caught the bug.
And I've completed 170 or something.
Okay.
I've been diamond painting for over 4 years. Yeah, it's a different. It's not.
And she diamond
totally
paints
fair.
really fast.
Sometimes. I feel like I went through a phase, especially really early on, where I was spending a lot more time diamond painting in a lot of ways. My kids, you've seen, having been here the past few weeks, my kids don't really let me get a lot done. Yeah. We're very busy.
That's fun.
Yeah. The next question is, if you're comfortable answering, it says that in parentheses, if you're comfortable answering, how many diamond paintings do you currently have in your stash?
Oh, well, I have 4, 5, 6, 7 out here that I've acquired. That's including some from Katie's D stash. So I think I have 7 to take home. And
you literally brought a whole suitcase.
I did. I brought an extra suitcase to take my stuff home and I think I have 3 at home that I haven't worked on. That's not bad. 10.
That's not bad.
10 that I haven't started on.
That's
and 2 paint gem sets. So does that make it 12?
Sure. That's how I count it.
Okay.
That's not bad. Yeah. I mean, you're just in double digits.
Yeah.
And you don't have necessarily any plans to run out and buy any more. Unless I do another D-stash.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Right. There's a couple of kits you are actively waiting for to come back in stock. Books and Nooks by Yume
Books and Nooks really badly.
I wish I could give it to you from my stash, but I love that one too.
It's okay.
I would be really surprised if Diamond Art Club didn't restock that one. It's by an artist that's really, really popular. So, and that artwork was popular. It sold out really fast. We never know for sure, but I bet.
To be fair, every kit that is in my stash, I love and plan to do as soon as I get to it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too far ahead.
Right. Especially because some of the ones you've gotten from me, one of the ones that she got from my D-stash was Train of Dreams by Randall Spangler, which is as tall as I am. But she's it'll be fun. It has lots of fun elements too.
It does. It'll be good.
Yeah. As far as how many I have in my stash, I don't know. I haven't updated my gems flow completely since I did my big D stash. But I do know that when, I did briefly at one point check and see how many I had sold, how many paintings I had sold, and that number was over 200. So,
yes.
Yeah. And yes, for everyone that's does your mom know how many you have?
Yes. I've seen them.
She's seen them. She has seen them. And she's teased me, but also it's kind of well,
Katie has always been a collector.
I have. What was the first thing I collected? Polly Pockets or something? I don't know.
Probably before that. Lisa Frank stuff. I don't know. The Beanie Babies.
Oh, yeah. You collect Beanie Babies too.
Yeah,
it was kind of a group effort, but yeah, no. I was collecting all the Beanie Baby cats. Was the big one. I remember going to this really kind of, I don't know if you remember this, I'm sure you do. I remember going to this kind of shady location more than once to look for more rare Beanie Babies.
Yep, I remember.
Oh, that was fun.
That was an adventure.
It was like we just went to somebody's house where they had set up some display cases.
No, it was like an antiques junk resale shop.
Oh, okay.
But that was kind of shady.
It was something. That's funny. Yeah, and I have a lot in my stash, but technically, the way that I put it is they don't exceed, what's the phrase? Stash exceeds life expectancy. Okay. I'm technically it doesn't.
Okay.
So I'm still good, right?
I think so.
The next question is, this is actually a fun one, is when did you begin diamond painting? And tell us your diamond painting backstory.
Well, I have this daughter who has a diamond painting channel, and her soothing voice has lured me to sleep many nights. Anyway, Katie started, and I thought I would try it. We were snowbirding this past winter, and I thought that would be a good time to try it. So I had ordered 2 kits, and the rest is history. I'm hooked, and it's very relaxing, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I used to be a rubber stamper. I made cards and things like that, and I had a whole room devoted to rubber stamping, and I cleared it out completely, and it's now my diamond painting room.
I love it. So it was Stampin' Up stuff,
Yes,
right? Yeah. Which, by the way, I kind of feel like between you and Dad, I come by my collector tendencies very honestly.
Don't blame me for that.
I'm saying you had a whole room of stamping stuff that you didn't necessarily
It was a craft
use all the
room.
time. It was a craft room. But
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Now, I'm curious, though, because you knew... I'm trying to think. So you knew when I had started trying out diamond painting, like in early 2020, because I think I even posted some about it on like my regular like Facebook and Instagram pages.
Mm-hmm.
And then you knew that I started a YouTube channel.
Yes.
But it was never like I set out to, you know, I'm gonna, you know, I want to grow really big and like make a bunch of money or something.
No, I think it was just kind of, I think I can do this.
Yeah, like some people decided to make sourdough bread, and other people like me decided to make a YouTube channel. But did you try diamond painting? You did. You worked on a couple of little kits with me. Sometimes you would come out to visit. There was that like special drill mandala kit that we did a little bit of together. I'm just curious what was different like this time about starting to try diamond painting. Like if there was something else about it that was just different. It was just kind of, we're snowbirding. The time feels right to try it again.
You know, I can't say what made the difference, why I dove into it. But once I actually started a picture and finished it, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like it probably scratches the same kind of itch that cross stitch did for you, I would think.
And I did used to cross stitch.
Yeah, so people have asked if that's something that you still do or you still want to do, but it's mostly I
love diamond painting much more. It doesn't take as much concentration, and it's very satisfying and relaxing. I love cross stitching, but it definitely took concentration. You couldn't really carry on a conversation while you did it because you were counting. So
yeah, well, and it's a little harder on the eyes too, isn't it? Cross stitch.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Although
this kit, I was gonna say this kit though, not so much. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, it's even fun for me to hear that. Like, so why'd you start diamond painting? Are you gonna start a YouTube channel?
Nope. I am not a resourceful businesswoman. I'm retired.
You don't have to be. I'm not either. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what we all say.
No.
Okay. This is one I don't know if you'll be able to answer or not, because I think you're still a little bit newer, so it's okay if you don't know. But the question is, if you could only purchase from one diamond painting company for the rest of your life, who would you purchase from and why?
I can't answer that. Most of the kits I have are from Diamond Art Club. I did purchase a couple on Amazon and did notice a drastic difference in quality.
Just a little.
There are lots of other companies that I haven't tried. I just got one from Jada Gem Shop. So I'm anxious to try that. And there's a lot of other. So no, I don't have a preference. I can't say that.
I'll have to put together a little sample kit from some other companies from my stash for you to try. Like some snack size ones I feel like are always a good way to go to try out a company. Do you know what I mean when I say snack size?
Yes.
Okay.
Like smaller than 40 by 50.
Yeah, like this size or smaller.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like to try out a company and figure out, okay, does this style kind of work for me? Did I tell you that there was a company that kept having allergic reactions to the glue and canvas?
Yes.
Isn't that so strange?
Yes.
There's that too, that you have to be like, well, am I going to have an allergic reaction to the canvas?
Jeez.
So weird. Okay, so the next question is, actually I'm going to move this closer because I'm afraid I keep turning my head that it's maybe messing with the sound. But next question is, sorry. Question 5 is, when diamond painting, what's your go-to media to consume? Audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube, etc.
YouTube and music.
Okay.
And I usually listen to music on YouTube also.
Okay. It's easy.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't start. I had. Let me think of how to put it. I had tried audiobooks a couple of times before I was, diamond painting, and I tried them in the car, or I would try just sort of sitting and listening. And I just felt like I didn't have the focus for it. Like, excuse me, like it didn't work for me. It's like there wasn't enough else going on.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was concentrating so hard on trying to listen, and it wasn't working. But then on a friend's recommendation, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and try this while diamond painting and see if it works better for me. And I go through phases. Sometimes I enjoy audiobooks and sometimes I don't, but I don't know. I remember listening to books on tape when we would do our drives.
Yes.
Up to Youngstown to see extended family, but I don't know. I just remember getting those big plastic cases from the library.
Yep. That was when we had a cassette deck in the car.
Yeah.
We listened to books on cassette tapes.
Oh my gosh. Now everything's digital. It's all on Audible. Yeah. Yep.
I read very fast, and books on tape take way too much time.
Do you know that audiobooks you can set the speed?
You told me that.
Yeah, Audible. Like if you,
yeah.
I listen to most of my audiobooks at almost 2 times speed.
That would help.
Yeah. And it goes, some people listen even faster. I haven't tried to go any higher than that because I want to enjoy the book. And if I go much faster than that, it feels like it feels like I can hear the rushing.
Okay.
But
also the voice, depending on the reader.
Oh,
if I don't like their voice, I won't listen to it.
I know some people will, it'll make or break. They'll specifically look out. They're like, oh, I love this, narrator, this audiobook reader, or people they actively avoid.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. The next question is, what's your favorite category to diamond paint? Like landscapes, fantasy, animals, etc.
I don't think I've done enough to say that yet.
Okay.
I like colorful, but then one of my favorite ones that I did was Celeste. It was mother holding a baby, and that was in tons of golds and browns. So there wasn't a lot of color in it, but I loved it. So I don't know. I don't have a favorite yet. Just
kind of based it on the artwork itself. Like, if the artwork speaks to you, then...
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not into fantasy.
Even though one of the kits you got from my D-stash technically has like little...
Actually, the one I'm working on at home right now that I love. Blue Pond.
Oh, Bluefield Memories.
Memories I love.
Mm-hmm. There's little fairies. I guess you could say that's just you kind of like... you don't want anything that's overtly fantasy necessarily. Like you're not going to work on a big dragon kit, but if it's like little parts of nature elements, maybe. I don't know.
Not sure. Can't comment.
Say. No comment. Yeah, well, anyone here that's been watching me for any length of time knows my answer to this question, which is just fantasy, portraits, and sometimes just vibes. Like, if it's got like a pretty pastel color palette, sometimes that'll do it for me. Yeah. Okay, the next question is, I don't think you can... And I don't know if people answer these next two. The next question is, what's the artist you've completed the most diamond paintings from?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any you've completed more than one from the same artist.
Paint gems.
Paint gems. Yeah. That's an in-house artist.
Okay.
So technically, sure. This kind of next part of the question. The next question is, what's the artist you own the most diamond paintings from? And I don't know if you have any that are
I don't know that
duplicates.
I have more than one.
Yeah. Well,
sorry. Ask me in a year.
Yeah. Check back in a year. See if how the answers to the questions have changed. Is there? This is just. Oh, actually, never mind. This is a question later on. I'll wait to ask it. The next question is, what is your go-to wax when diamond painting, or your go-to putty?
Okay.
And if you use neither, what's your go-to?
I don't have good luck with wax, so I prefer putty. And I've had right now I'm using a Butterfly Effect Wears dot putty. Is that what the brand? Or Randa's.
Yeah, Randa's Crafty Corner.
Those are the two putties I've used, and I definitely prefer putty to wax.
And you use
in
it
my single and my multi-placer.
Okay, use it in both. Do you feel like you've noticed a difference, like with weather shifts?
Absolutely.
Okay.
With the humidity, putty gets gummy.
Okay. Yeah, as we're sitting here in this warm room, is our putty getting softer and softer? Okay. Totally fair. I need to give you some more, like some other ones, I guess, to try just to see if there's any others that you find you enjoy. Because that's basically, I don't know if you've bought any yourself from small shops.
I have
if it's
not,
just...
because my daughter has kept me well supplied.
I'm like, I have too much. Let me just give you some of mine. That's true, but I feel like I need to dive a little bit and find some more that even if I don't have much of it, it's like, we'll try this one just to see.
I'm actually going to buy some Alien putty to try it.
Oh, okay.
Because I have heard things about that, and I tried glue dots, and I just was not. I tried it several times because I'm familiar with glue dots. I used them in stamping, but heck, if I can get them to work.
I know that I've had some friends do videos on.
I've watched a video.
Watched them. Okay. Well, and I'm no help because I strike out anytime I try. I've tried so many times to load glue dots, and it doesn't work for me. But if you love it, I love it for you. Next question is, what do you do with your finished diamond paintings? Do you hang them, put them in a portfolio, or something else?
My plan is to, my dining room is my craft room, and I don't plan to frame and hang them, although I did a Christmas one that I may frame just to put out at the holidays. It's Nativity. But I thought someone had a good suggestion to hang up, when I finish a work, hang it up while I'm working on the next work, just so I can enjoy it. And then I think it'll be rolled up and put in an underbed storage box.
Okay. That's reasonable. I mean, you only have so much wall space anyway.
Right.
And sometimes it's just nice to work on a diamond painting because you like it, not necessarily because you're planning on hanging it up.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of people that specifically will only work on kits that they intend to display. And I work... I want to work on more diamond paintings than that, than I have wall space.
Or I know someone that gives them as gifts.
Okay.
And she chooses what she's going to do specifically for a person that she's making it for as a gift.
I have never done one as a gift for someone because I feel like I don't know, it would like really hurt my feelings if I feel like I'd be expecting too much from their reaction or reading too much into it, because it's like, what are they going to think about this thing that it can be very like personal? Mm-hmm. What if they're like, what's this? Why are you giving this to me? But I think it's nice that people do that, though. I'd be nervous too.
Yeah, I just enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a mix of underbed storage and portfolios, just depending on the size. I think the underbed storage is really space efficient.
Oh, so. I do display a couple of my paint gems ones. I have a couple little spots in my house that I decorate seasonally. and I've got a couple of 4x6 frames. And I do have some of the seasonal paint gem pictures. Like right now I have a couple of summer ones, and I'll swap those out for the autumn ones here next month. So I do display those.
Do you own the autumn set? Did you get it from me, or did you buy it yourself?
I bought it.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was just looking and I have the autumn set, so I thought, did I give that one to you and just rebuy it? Or okay.
I actually bought it.
Okay. Those ones I feel like are really good for just swap. They can swap out so easily. You just get like a white 4x6 frame and just change it out. And it's not something that's really huge either, so it doesn't feel like it's in your face. It's just you can incorporate it into a little cute seasonal display. Yeah, that's cute. Cute idea. Number 11, the question is, do you like to open your kits right away, or do you keep them sealed until you're ready to work on? I guess this one, I know, so even if I've given you the kit and it's technically open, do you open it up and look at it?
No,
okay.
I don't open it until I work on it.
Okay. Some people, I don't either, and unless I film like an unboxing for it, but some people are like, no, you got to make sure you open it right away, because there have been times when people have ordered one kit but then the wrong canvas is in the box, and the big fear is that what if you get this kit and you love it, you didn't open it to check on it, it gets sells out and or gets discontinued, and then you go to open it up and work on it and it's the wrong canvas. And then it's like, even if you could get, even though, you know, like a company like Diamond Art will give you your money back or something, you still are out of luck for getting that exact canvas again because it's, you know, discontinued. So I know I should open up my boxes and check them, but
maybe I'll start.
At least the ones I guess that you order and you don't get directly from me, as long as the ones you get from me have been opened. But yeah, I should be better about that though. The next question is, I just pulled up a drill by accident. Okay. What's your number one unicorn kit that if it was easy to obtain, you'd love to own? You know what unicorn means, right?
That's like a kit that's hard to get.
Yeah, typically it's people use it to refer to like it's a kit that's been discontinued, like not anticipated to restock, and it's like, you know, you've seen someone else work on it and you're just hoping you could find it in a D-stash group at some point or something like that.
There's one that somebody just posted that they did. It's at Diamond Art Club. It is discontinued, of the three wise men on camels approaching the nativity.
I think I looked that one up on the website and I don't think it is discontinued.
Okay.
I'll have to double check.
I am desperately waiting for Books and Nooks.
Books and Nooks.
And that's the only kit that I've actually look at the D-stash sites just in case somebody posts it that I would consider buying it.
Well, I have my email notifications turned on too.
Me too.
And it'll get, I really think it'll get restocked. I wouldn't be surprised. You get like the text notifications, like Diamond Art Club does restocks relatively regularly, so I think I have my fingers crossed for you too.
And I don't want a huge stash, so I really want to, like, maybe 10 is the not. I don't want to go much above that for my stash.
Well, because especially at this point, whatever you buy, you should be thinking about: are you willing to move it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that makes sense. Let's see. Question 13 is, what's the kit in your stash you're most looking forward to working on? I know you have a small stash, but I wonder if there's one in particular that you're like, oh, I'm so excited to get to work on this one.
Autumn Waterfall. I'm really looking forward to working on. And what's the green? Autumn, I guess it would be Autumn Waterfall is the one I'm looking forward to working on.
The other one is Lady of the Forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
She's a fairy too.
She is.
Yeah. But yeah, you've been talking about Autumn Waterfall a lot. You said you're thinking of working on that one for like not for Drills and Chills, because you don't feel like you could finish it in 2 months, but just like alongside the event, like for the community part of it.
That'll be the next, when I finished Bluefield Dreams Is that what it's called?
Bluefield Memories.
Bluefield Memories.
It's okay. I'm the same way about stuff.
When I finish that, which I just am about a fourth of the way done with it, the next kit I'll do will be Autumn Waterfall.
I'm excited. See, this is what's actually really nice about you having just slightly different tastes than me, is that you like a lot of the things that I have in my stash, and it's the kits that I think like, oh, I like this one, but I don't think that it sort of ranks highly enough to see myself ever working on it, but I don't necessarily just want to willy-nilly de-stash it, but then it goes to you and I get to enjoy you working on it, which, like Nativity, that was so special for me because I could not otherwise bring myself to get rid of that kit, especially because it's by an artist that, you know, hasn't been at Diamond Art Club for some time, and their artwork I just cherish and adore so much. That's the McNeil studio. So I just kept holding on to that one, but thinking, I just don't know that I'm going to work on it with all the browns and everything. And so it made me so happy. It was like the perfect solution for it to be able to go to you, because then it was like, well, I know you're not going to turn around and, you know, resell it. And you're also, you're so happy about getting to work on it. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is just perfect. So it is really pretty. But it was really funny. I think probably a lot of people listening could relate to the idea of sometimes you don't always know exactly what it is that you're working on in a piece until you step back and you're like, oh, wait, that's a... you know,
a chicken.
Yeah. I got a text from my mom when it was like, there's a chicken. And I was like, what? And she was like, I'm just diamond painting and I realized that this is a chicken. She sent me a picture and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a chicken. Oh, that's so funny. I remember having that when I was working on kind of a landscape piece when I was, you know, when I was still dipping my toes into working on landscapes. I remembered working and it was like a cluster of like just 4 or 5 drills, but still communicated like the shape of a bird, like a crow or something like that. And I was like, wow, that's really impressive that just with a few drills, it makes sense. Your brain makes sense of it. But anyway, that's fun. The next question is, this is fun considering the kit you're working on. It's, do you prefer confetti, color blocking, or a mix of both? She's shaking her head.
I'm about to start a huge color blocking. A mix of both, definitely. I don't like all color blocking. I like colorful canvases. So definitely a mix of both.
Okay. Even on kits like this where sometimes it just is like stair stepping.
Yep, even on kits like this where there's so much confetti.
Aw. It could be worth it because it really can help like the details come out really well and whatnot. So that's fun. It's funny because right now, so this piece is a lot of color blocking, especially compared to my cross stitch conversion that I'm working on. This has a ton of color blocking by comparison. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's going so fast. But I feel like I like both. I like when there's a mix of both. And I can work on really confetti heavy pieces, but then I feel like I need to take a break and then go to a piece that has more color blocking in it. Because it's like less work for my brain. But yeah, just place another drill here and then I'll look at the questions again. Okay.
Sparkly.
Isn't it? So, I was just thinking, like, those yellow ABs are so pretty. This is like taking place at night. It's like this really pretty, it's this cute little cat scene. There's really, really cute cat kits out there. Okay, the next question is, how do you pick which piece you want to work on next?
Well, up to this point, I didn't have a lot of pieces, so I just look for what catches my interest. I don't know. I guess I don't have a big stash, so.
So it's easy to choose from?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Whatever you're kind of in the mood to work on, I guess. And seasonal too. Like, you know, you want to work on the autumn waterfall one because it's, you know, coming up on fall season. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of follow my nose. Like, I do have a big enough stash that I have to narrow it down somehow. I wonder if you'll get to a point where you'll want to track your diamond paintings in an app like I do.
Yeah.
Because I found it helpful to even do things like go in and like I'll filter it by certain things. Like I'll be like, okay, I just want to see my round drill diamond paintings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And just look at those. There's other criteria you can use to filter it too, but it can be handy. But if you never get a stash, more than 10, that won't be as big of an issue.
Yeah, unless if I see a kit that I love and I have to have, then my stash will grow, which may very well happen. I can't grow too much because we're downsizing in the next few years, so.
Yeah, but wherever you're going, you said you need a craft room.
And I need a full basement.
Yeah. Oh, if I had a basement.
Yes.
The way that would just save so much stress.
Yep.
I'm thankful for the garage that we have, but yeah, it'd be a lifesaver to have a basement. I'm trying out actually working with these cat-eared trays, and they're not bad. The drills are lining up really nicely. The clear bottom on them, I don't know if I were working on as I get further up it, if I'm putting the tray on here, it's going to be hard to see the diamonds, but for now it's okay. Let me see.
So are you working more than one tray? More than one color?
No, not technically. I mean, this set of trays, they have their own assigned color to them because I'm kind of testing them out to see what I think. And because they have this hinge on them that snaps shut, I'm just leaving them in here and have the sticker label on here. So for the colors that are in these, I'm just leaving them in this tray. But then I only had 10 of them, and there's more than 10 colors in this kit, so I put the rest of the colors in here, and then I'm putting those colors in this tray. So anyway. Question 16. What is your favorite season or holiday to diamond paint? Not a fair question. All of them.
Yeah. My favorite season personally is fall. I love fall.
You haven't been diamond painting in a fall season yet,
I haven't been diamond painting in a fall. I don't know. Because I might tend to want to diamond paint summer seasons more. I don't know. Next question.
Yeah, I love fall. I love cozy fall. And then closely followed by winter, Christmas.
Yeah.
That'll be fun too which actually your very first diamond painting
was a
wintry Christmas
and I've actually
kit.
done 3 Christmas kits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that Nativity and another snowman.
Another Make Market kit.
Can you tell just really quickly your story about how you started on your very first diamond painting? It was when you'd ordered from Diamond Art Club, and you open it up and the first sections you're working on.
Yes, it said beginner friendly. That was how I chose it. It was round drills, and it had entire sections of ABs.
At the bottom in the snow.
I didn't know that those were special drills, and all I knew is they kept sucking the wax out of my pen, and all I had was the little pen that came with it and the little tray that came with it. And I thought I was going to lose my mind, but Katie brought me an upgrade kit and recognized that those were all special drills.
I was like, yeah, no, those are super frustrating and fickle to work with. And I'm imagining, you're a brand new diamond painter, you've just loaded up your pen with wax, and so it's fresh wax, which is the worst kind of wax to try to use on ABs. And you go to try to place it, and you're like, what is this? People find this craft enjoyable.
Yes.
What in the world is going on?
I stuck with it, but I mentioned my frustration to Katie.
And then when I got out there, I was like,
and she saw it.
Oh no.
But they listed it on their site as beginner friendly.
Maybe because of the size. I don't know.
It's very pretty. It's very sparkly.
But a little steeper learning curve than you were expecting starting out. And that was definitely an older Diamond Art Club kit because they had a different style of symbols. And there was one that I remembered, it wasn't supposed to be a green color, but it was a similar symbol.
There was a green L and a black L.
Yeah.
And I put the wrong color down on a whole section.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize there was a green L and a black L.
Which they since, I mean, that kit was probably from a few years ago, and I don't think they updated necessarily the, I mean, maybe that's been sitting in stock for a long time too, I don't know. But I don't know if they update the like drill field, if they have it around for a while, I don't know. But I felt so bad, I was like, oh no, this is not the positive experience that I was hoping you would have starting out.
It was all right. But I'm still diamond painting.
And here you are powering through this oversaturated red symbol of a make market kit.
Yeah.
So the next question is, do you work on one kit at a time or have multiple WIPs at once?
I have a group of ladies that we get together and diamond paint about once a week, and I need a small kit to take with me there, and I'm working on a bigger kit at home, so I have been keeping 2 going, and now I've got this one going out at Katie's, which I'll take home and finish. But so I guess I do have 2 going at one time.
Okay. It doesn't feel like overwhelming or anything for you. Yeah.
No.
That makes sense. 2 usually for me, if I'm, especially if I'm counting like my long-term cross stitch conversion project, which you've been seeing me make some tracks on that.
Yes.
I'm almost halfway done with that 6th panel, which like if I can finish that and get to the 75% mark on the whole chart before drills and chills starts, that would be incredible. But I don't know if I'm quite gonna get there, because I gotta work on a dragon kit this month still, and I have this kit this is for ABs in August, by the way, which is a Instagram event. You're not on Instagram for diamond painting, but yeah. So question 18 is neutral / dark pieces or colorful pieces, and I think I already know the answer to this one.
I like colorful pieces.
Uh-huh.
Although this may change my mind.
Well, I was thinking about like Nativity and Celeste weren't. Yeah, those were more neutrals.
But when I finished those, I was ready for bright colors.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And after working on all these bright colors, I mean, you just said you think like, oh, maybe this might be changing your mind, so I wonder if you'll want something. You'll be excited to go back to Bluefield Memories.
Yeah.
It's a little calmer.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. So maybe some of both.
Mm-hmm.
But you generally would say more colorful.
Yes, I'm drawn more to the colorful ones.
Yeah.
Or the interesting ones that have lots of subjects in them.
So more about the the artwork itself than the color palette. Yeah. That makes sense. Mine is, I mean, it depends. I've worked on some that have had really beautiful like neutral color palettes, but I think like soft pastels tend to be a little bit more my happy place. Question 19, which just only goes up to 25, and you won't have to worry about 25 because it's asking who do you want to tag to do this video. So we're close. But question 19 is large pieces or snack size pieces.
Have I done a large piece? I don't know what's considered large. Is like Nativity considered large?
I would call that like, especially relatively speaking, a larger, because that was 50 something by 70 something, right? But you haven't done anything larger than that, but you have a couple of large kits now in your stash.
The old mill.
The old mill. Mm-hmm.
And the train.
I guess you won't know until you work on those.
Yeah, so I guess I can't answer that one.
I guess you could compare it like even something this size or Nativity to your paint gem sets. Like which one?
I guess I prefer a larger one, although the paint gems are satisfying. You do them in an hour and you're done, and so those are nice little snacks.
Okay. I think I know the answer to this one too. This is fun. Funny. Place diamonds with tweezers or a pen?
Pen. I can't pick them up with tweezers. No. I don't know how people do that.
I feel like for me, it's a little bit easier with squares because you can kind of get it on either side, but rounds feel a little more unwieldy. But there are people that I don't know if they get like the tweezers that don't have the like really narrow, same kind of narrow opening, but they'll pick up like 5, 6, 7 diamonds at a time, and I'm like, that's
tweezers.
With tweezers.
I don't know how they do that.
I don't either, but it's interesting to watch. But I just feel like if I'd squeeze just a tiny bit too hard, they'd all just go flying. Yeah. Squares or rounds?
Yeah, the verdict's still out on that. I like the way squares look, but rounds are sparkly. Yeah, I don't. Both. Mix of both.
I noticed you always use a straightener with round drills, and you feel like that, you like how that helps?
I do use a straightener with round drills.
Okay.
And I like a skinny multi-placer, I don't know if that's the right word, with round drills, and I like the little bit fatter multi-placer with square drills.
Interesting. That's especially interesting because round drills are actually a little bit bigger than square drills.
I don't know why.
That's good. It's good that you figured out.
Yeah, I'm still learning. So that's today's decision.
Yeah. What's your? This is funny given what we just talked about with your first kit. But what's your favorite method for placing ABs?
Just
swear a little bit.
No, just choose putty. I use either single or multi-placer, and old putty, like dirty putty.
Yeah.
Or dry putty.
You have like a pen that has like dry or dirty putty in it that you'll just reach for if you get to ABs, or like what if you have fresh putty in your pen and you get to a section with ABs?
I like rub it on my jeans or rub it on the...
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I do the same. I do the same thing. Pat it on my shirt or something. This is going so much faster than that conversion project. Oh my gosh. Okay, 23. We're almost done. What's your preferred method of sectioning off a canvas? Well, we can see it.
I learned from the best. It's all I
don't know about that.
It's all I know is washi tape and a ceramic knife. Although I have cut through a Diamond Art Club canvas with the ceramic knife.
Which, that always surprises me when I hear people say that, because I feel like I press really hard with my ceramic knife. Maybe mine just is more dull than what other people get sometimes, but I've never...
Yeah, I did cut through one.
Well,
it was okay. It was fine.
Do you just kind of leave it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can... What some people will do, because you're never going to see the back of the canvas, is they will just duct tape the back of the canvas and hold it
didn't
together.
Make it fall apart or anything. It just cut a little slash.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like a long slash or anything. Yeah. Some people will use... But actually, like those little scissors that you have, they'll actually just use that, and they'll like lift the plastic and then just cut along there instead. So you could do that. And depending on, the neighbor's dog just went by the front door, is like cracked, and I think they saw Skip sitting by the screen door. But like these new Diamond Art Club canvases have the perforated.
Yeah, I haven't had one of those yet.
I very don't tell me what to do. I want to make whatever size washi sections I want. I want to measure it out and have it all be even. So I just ignore those. But, maybe that would be helpful.
I'll see.
I don't know. We'll see if maybe, I wonder if they'll get you with Black Friday, if there'll be any big kits they release then that you're going to want.
Weren't they going to change something put score lines on the...
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't want score lines on my plastic.
Oh, why is that?
Because I want to be able to see.
Yeah.
And if I want different size sections, then I want to put them.
Yeah. I'm with you. I want it to look clean. I like looking at it clean this. So I'm hoping that maybe the lines won't be really obtrusive. I don't know. I'm nervous though. We'll see. They haven't rolled it out yet. As in, it hasn't been released yet, but I'm sure we'll see people post pictures and stuff. Are you in the Diamond Art Club VIP group yet? I don't know if you are.
I don't think so, because most of my paintings I've bought from your stash.
But if you've bought from their website,
given them to me. I've bought from their website.
I think I'm pretty sure that you can join.
Okay.
But
I get their daily texts and emails.
Right? Every time there's a restock or a release. Same. The last question is, do you have any other crafty hobbies aside from diamond painting? You talked about some that you had been doing. I don't know if you have any others that are really active.
Let's see. I have wallpapered, I have painted, I have cross-stitched. I did crocheting for a while. I guess I do one thing at a time. I'm a baker. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay, I am a baker.
She makes
will continue to be
hundreds of dozens. You make so many dozens of cookies every holiday season.
I do love to give away cookies.
And I love to eat my mom's cookies. We're spoiled. We're so spoiled. No, this isn't in the tag questions, but because I have talked about this story so much, I just would love to know what your thought process was behind, like, what made you think, I'm going to use a meat tenderizer to break apart some stuck together diamonds? Because when you told me that, I thought you were joking. You're like, do you think it would work if I put these stuck together drills in a Ziploc bag and smashed it with a meat grinder? And the visual in my head was like, it was so funny. I was like, what? Oh, okay, sure. Yes?
My meat tenderizer is like silicone. And one side is sharp, has the sharp edges, yes. And the other side is smooth, just like kind of like a rubber mallet.
Like a sledgehammer?
It just seemed like a good idea to me. I've used it to crush like graham crackers if I needed graham cracker crumbs.
Okay.
Or if I needed to smash Oreos for cookie crumbs for a recipe. So it just seemed like a good idea to me, and it worked beautifully.
So wait, do you hit the drills with the pokey side or the flat side?
No, the flat side.
How funny.
Worked great.
And no damage?
No damage. No, just a couple whacks and
oh my gosh.
They were all set free.
I don't think that I have a meat tenderizer, or I would have pulled it out to try to demo this, because I just I'm so intrigued, because it's funny. I feel like there's something with like YouTubers' parents coming up with these really funny hacks for diamond painting that, like, for whatever reason none of us would ever think of, because it's a little outside the box. I remember there's a YouTuber, Miss Coffee, who her dad, his solution that he came up with for stuck drills was he'd put them in a pill bottle and put a coin in there with them and shake that around, and that would break them up. And I just thought, what an interesting, like, what is it about stuck drills that has our parents going, how about this really unusual? Because they make tools that are like, oh, these are drill grinders. They kind of look like grinders for something else, to be honest with you. But or there's, I guess this is maybe similar in concept to what you said, but a common thing that people will do, not with this kind of tray, but with like the basic trays that come with kits, is they'll put the drills into one tray, the stuck together drills, and they'll take the other same size tray and they'll put it on top and push and kind of crunch it around, and that'll break the drills apart. But
when they're inside a Ziploc bag,
they can't go anywhere.
Go flying.
That's true.
It's all contained.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
It worked great. I'll do it again.
So what you're saying is, don't bother getting you a drill grinder for Christmas.
No, definitely not. I've got a meat tenderizer. Does the job just fine.
Well, any of you guys that are listening, have to let us know, like, have you tried this meat tenderizer trick yourselves, and how successful has it been? I was not sure if you had, smacked them with the pointy side or the flat side, so I'm glad I got clarification.
And it wasn't a metal meat tenderizer.
That was the other thing. A
metal meat tenderizer the drills might cut through the bag.
Right.
And you could have a mess.
Because when you very first brought it up, I was picturing a metal meat tenderizer and you smashing the drills with the pointy, like the metal points, and I was like, geez, that seems like a
little extreme.
Like, also it's gonna scratch your drills. I think their calmer was like, get a rolling pin. Like, that's a little, you know.
A rolling pin would be another good idea.
Yeah. I could roll it. That I have seen kind of variations on that too, but oh, that's funny. Well, that's the end of the list of questions, but I don't know, is there anything else you feel like you've learned or been entertained or surprised by when it comes to diamond painting that you want to share? Or just no?
No, I'm just hooked. I love it. I enjoy it. I want my friends to do it. And
which a lot of your friends do. You said you meet with them like once a week.
Yeah, I do get together with some ladies once a week and we diamond paint. And I've got one of them started with the multi-placer now. She finally got brave to try it. I just think it's very relaxing. There's something for everybody. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it.
No.
So subscribe.
Yeah.
As Connor would say.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Now whenever we take video of him, like he's at that age where he's like, Mom, watch this, Grandma, look at this. We've been spending a lot of time in the pool, and he's at that really stereotypical phase that's just adorable, and I love every second of it. Where he's like, oh, take a video of me doing this. But then he opens up these videos like he has a YouTube channel. He does not have a YouTube channel. And then he'll like end it with, please, like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'm like, this isn't even something that I say. I think he just sees this in some of his YouTube videos. But if he's in the car when I'm like doing Patreon clips or something, he'll want to like talk to my Patreons and be like, please subscribe if you like my mom and like diamond painting. I'm like, buddy, if they're my Patreon, they're already subscribed to my channel, but thank you so much. Yeah, no, he's funny. He's funny. Now, do you ever think that you would like, you diamond paint with your friends, like at home. Do you ever think that you would go to like a diamond painting retreat and paint with like internet strangers that also diamond paint?
Yes, I would love that.
Well, good news. You're going to a retreat with me next year. So any of you that are listening that went to the Crafters Paradise retreat this past year, my mom and I are I'm going to be going again. I'm on the planning committee again for next year's retreat. Unfortunately, it is I don't need to spill that into there. Unfortunately, it is really full, and I think we've closed the wait list at this point. But there's a retreat Facebook group if you guys are looking for retreats in your area or want to maybe look at potentially planning one if you have that kind of, strength to you. I couldn't do it without being a part of a committee that's doing it. But anyway, my mom will be at the Crafters Paradise retreat next year, and yeah, it'll be fun. So I think that's kind of the end. Let me see. Yeah, oh my gosh, that ended up being like perfect timing. We got to just around an hour. So there we go. It's like just worked out well. You guys have made it all the way to the end of the video. What emoji should they use? What emoji is there an emoji on your phone that you what's your favorite color? Because they have them do an emoji that was whatever your favorite color is. Blue. Okay. A blue emoji for my mom's favorite color. So let us know how you guys are doing, what you were up to while we chatted today, and thanks, Mom, for coming on to chat today.
Thanks for having me on.
And thank you guys for saying, that you'd love to hear her answer those diamond painting tag questions. It's fun to hear another perspective, and especially someone that hasn't been necessarily diamond painting as long. So, yay!
Get your moms involved.
There you go. Moms or dads.
Yes.
How many dads would get into it? It's not really a stereotypical dad craft, but I don't know.
Hey. Dads can do crafts too.
That's true.
And true. Husbands and boyfriends and all those things.
Yeah, Connor has occasionally shown interest. I bet Micah though.
I bet Micah would.
He's so into puzzles and Legos right now, and I feel like this is just a natural extension of it. So we'll see. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'll be back next week with another WIP and Chat. My mom won't be here. She's flying back on Tuesday. I'm gonna try not to be really sad about it, but thanks for spending some time with me today. I'll have a lot of diamond painting videos for you this week. I am expecting an order in from Diamond Art Club with a number of belated sneak peeks, so it might, there might be a few of those videos this week. I'll decide if I'm going to combine them into one or just, do a slew of individual videos. But yeah, thanks for hanging out again. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me and maybe some future visits from my mom. But yeah, have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. And we'll talk to you again another time. All right, I'm going to say bye.
Bye.